Watch Hump Day with Hampshire. Have some fun before we retire. Take a little break from the quagmire. It's Hump Day with Hampshire.
Okay, my last guest. This has been, seriously, I've washed my hands like so much. I've had so many guests, but this is like my last guest. It's very exciting. Is next level fabulous. He's a legend. He was the fashion expert on Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. He has a new series on Bravo called Get a Room. I'm dying to see that. I haven't seen that yet, but I need to see that because it's called Get a Room. And he is a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race. Am I the only person who is not a judge on RuPaul's Drag Race? I've had so many judges on this show. And I've had two, this is gonna be 2 on this show, and no one ever asked me. Anyways, he's an actor, an author, a fashion designer, and a world champion equestrian. I barely know what that word means. It's so fabulous, but please welcome Carson Kressley.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I have to mention it right away because people are being really lax about it, but you look amazing. That is that like a shirt dress? What is that?
Oh my gosh. First of all, this is like, I couldn't get this compliment from a better. Okay, wait, this doesn't, okay. I don't know. It's okay.
It's huge. Okay.
I don't know where it can go, but it's like this, okay? It's like a suit kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like a sparkly, like Little Lord Fauntleroy, like little short pants suit, like a kid would wear, but it's amazing and I love it. It's so fun.
Thank you, especially coming from you. Oh my God. Okay, I really got. So I am, as a lot of people are, obsessed with you, and before the first, I was, you know, Tan from the new Queer Eye. Yeah. So Tan was going to be on my show, and I was watching him do a live video, and it was with you. And so I don't know what that means, but I feel like it's meant to be.
I think it's 6 degrees of something. And I just have to preface also, I'm in like in a weird hotel right now. I don't live in like a space.
Oh my God, you are.
An aerodynamic chair and weird beds. So just if anyone's watching, this isn't my house. I'm traveling, which is crazy, but
oh my God, how's traveling?
I like you said, I'm a horse person, and horse show back since the shutdown, and it's in Virginia. So I was at my farm and I was able to drive, but I literally haven't been anywhere in 3 months. So it's so weird. I'm like learning how to like deal with like people and navigate like a drive through and all that crazy stuff. So here I am in my like holiday dress, and it's weird, but I'm here.
Oh my God. So what was harder, coming out as gay or coming out as equestrian?
Good question. Both were easy because I was born into it, and it just seemed natural to me. And I know your last guest, who was so adorable, as soon as he said my, like womp womp womp. I want a cute, husband too. But he was saying, it was an easy process for him. I always tell this story, and I told this one to Oprah once she did a show called When I Knew. And I was like, well, Oprah, I sat my mom and dad down, and, it was awkward. And they were like, what's going on? What do you have to tell us? And I was like, Mom, Dad, I'm gay. And they told, and they were quiet. And then my mom said, well, let's see how the second grade goes. And that's my funny coming out story, because it felt like I never really had to, because I was, I basically came out and the doctor slapped my butt, and I was like, oh my gosh, you're attractive and a doctor.
Oh my God. So, I believe that. I can see that.
Yeah, so it wasn't an issue. But I did have a funny, like, I never officially did it. I never actually sat them down and said the words, I'm gay. until Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was coming out, and I was 33 years old, and we were going to be on the cover of the TV Guide on a day, I think it came out. And on a Saturday, I was like, I've got to go back home to Pennsylvania and have the official conversation.
Oh my God, that's fascinating, because Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, the first one, really paved the way for so much now. They don't even have to say for the straight guy now. They just Queer Eye, and we know what that is. But I remember when that came out, and it was it not like, what was that like being kind of the first gay show, like without gay men, and like I don't remember there being anything else like at that point.
Yeah, it was one of the first, and I will tell you, one of the people that, there's always people that pave the way and make your experience a little easier. And
people, but
been something that I like to tell people, that is the power of coming out, because when you know someone that's an LGBTQ plus, trans, anybody, they become human, and you're like, well, I know Carson, and he's gay, but I think he's fantastic. Why shouldn't he be able to adopt kids? Or why should he be able to get fired from his job at the bank? Or why shouldn't he be married? That human to human, it's very hard to be intolerant, someone said once, and I can't remember. Close up. So that's the power of out and being out and proud. And in Pride Month, I love to kind of tell that story. But for me, I was so lucky because there was a trailblazer on television that I so responded to and so reacted to. And it was a gentleman named Pedro Zamora, and he was on a season of The Real World. And he was gorgeous, and he was like in his 20s, and he was HIV positive. He wound up passing away from AIDS. And I just remember seeing him on a reality show and thinking, my God, this guy is so brave. And you know, if he can, you know, handle all of this on television, certainly I can just, you know, make straight guys, you know, get themselves out of pleated khakis and cut their mullets off. So everybody, every generation, and the power is visible, whether it's online, on the internet, on television, on the radio, whatever, on the sports field. It's just when you're visible, young people say, oh, there's somebody like me. I can be successful. I don't have to like do something crazy, or I don't have to not be me, or I don't have to be afraid or ashamed. So I was lucky I had that person, and it was because of somebody I saw on TV.
Well, you paid it forward so well. Like, I love how you articulated that, because I really do believe that visibility is everything. And I always think of like, before Queer Eye for the Straight Guy and stuff, I remember people in my hometown, which was a smaller place, like gay wasn't okay then. And I remember gay being used as an insult. And then that world changed as we saw more gay people and you got to know them on a kind of personal level. And I feel like that's is going to be what has to happen with trans people and with non-binary. And I feel like that's to me, the only way is when you know a human, like you see the human in the person, and you're like, oh, why can't Carson have kids? He's hilarious and the best dad.
Didn't have kids for other reasons, but not gay.
No, exactly. Me too. I have an abominable snowman child, and I do well with that. But you have a lot of horses.
I do.
So,
I'm at a horse show right now, and I grew up on a pony farm, so it was inevitable that I would be gay. And
yes, did you draw ponies as a child?
Did I what?
Draw ponies and horses?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I'm very good. I'm one of those people that is like people will see like if I'm on set, for example, and there's nothing happening, but I have a pad and paper there for like judging. I will be doodling, and I have two go-to doodles. I have a palm tree and a horse. So
oh my God,
people so talented. I'm like, no, those are the only two things I can draw. Trust me.
You have to look up what that says about you. There are doodles, there's things, I don't know. I do my signature a lot. It says I'm a narcissist. But But okay, so I wanted to okay, I see they're telling me I only have a certain amount of time, but I want to play 2 games with you. Because yeah, okay. You're cutting out was, but I'm taking that as a yes. You're going to play. Okay. So the first game we're going to play is I want to see if you're qualified to be a drag judge, because I feel like if there was anything I was qualified for, is to be a drag race judge, and no one has asked me. And yet I'm a doctor. I got like my doctor guests who've come on have given me their doctor degrees.
I feel like you would be amazing at, and I know people, and I think we can make this happen. I mean, I know they would love to have you.
Okay, because I had Michelle Visage, I had Ross Matthews, and now I have you. And like, so anyways, I'm gonna see how qualified you are. This game is called Drag Name, Real or Not Real. Okay, how it's played, you have to listen carefully. It's very complicated. Okay. I'm gonna say a drag name, and you have to say whether it's real or not real. And there's stakes to this, okay? Because for every correct answer you get, I am going to donate $41.60, 66 cents to the Black Vision Collective, because if you win all of it, that will total $500.
Amazing.
If you get any wrong, even one wrong, I get to keep your drag judge degree. Okay? So, on your mark, get set, drag name, real or not. Monty Stat.
Monty Stat. That would be a good name, but I haven't heard of her, so I'm going to say it's not real.
It's real.
Is it?
Yes.
That sounds like a copyright infringement, but I love the name.
Carney Asada.
Oh, that's real. I've heard of her.
You're the worst drag judge ever. I'm taking your degree now. That's fake.
What? I know there's a carne asada.
No. And okay, I'm still going to donate anyways, because the world shouldn't suffer because you're a bad drag name.
Thank you for that.
Kitten Caboodle.
That's really good too. I'm going to say that's a real person. I'm terrible, right?
I'm glad we have 2 games. That's all I'm going to say. I'm glad we have 2 so you can redeem yourself.
Well, whoever is writing these is very talented, and they should go into the drag queen naming business because they're doing a great job.
I agree. That would be Chester, the producer. I would agree. Okay. Anita Procedure.
I feel like I've heard that name too, so I think that's real.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding. $41.66. Okay. They're going to be mad because I'm skipping some that I can't. Marta Beat
Marta Beat You? I think that's not real.
It's real. I agree, though. It's not a very good one.
No.
It's real, and I said that. Okay. Mercedes-Benz. That's good. Mercedes-Benz.
I'm going to say that's not real, though.
Yes, you're right, but it's a good one.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Not bad. Landon Cider. Oh, Landon Cider! Now I just got it.
I'm going to say that's not real.
It's real. I can't. I'm so excited to have your drag judge degree.
Landon? That's terrible.
It's brilliant. Landon Cider. You get it?
No,
it took me 2 days.
I totally do. It's so invasive.
I know, because it's in cider. Okay. There's 2 more. There's 2 more. Nali Singh. I don't get this one.
Nali Singh.
I didn't write this.
I'm going to say I don't know what that one is either, so I'm going to say it's not real.
Right, correct. That is Chester's biggest fail. This is the last one. I think this is great. Dixie Longgate.
Oh, I've heard of her. That's real.
Yes. Okay, listen, you did very poorly. I'm still gonna donate because that was, again, people shouldn't suffer for your lack of knowledge.
Thank you, and I sure appreciate that.
Okay, here's the thing though, this next game, it's not really a game. Okay, here's the thing. I am supposed to shoot a TV show once this is all over,
Right.
and I'm playing a part where set in the 1850s, and they asked me before the quarantine, they're like, can you ride a horse? And I said yes, because
of course, that's what
as
you
an
do.
actor, the first thing you learn to say is, yes, I can ride a horse.
Of
the
course.
issue I'm having is I cannot ride a horse. So I thought maybe you could give me a few free tips.
Yeah, I should totally coach you. Where is this TV show going to be filming? Do you know?
In Nova Scotia.
Okay. So, and it's 1850s. I'm getting, did you see the Anne of Green Gables reboot on Netflix?
Oh, I've seen some of it. It's great. I know,
Yeah.
and but I haven't seen all of it. Should I for horse reasons?
No, but I feel like it's the same period, like maybe this is a little bit like more mid 19th century, but I think if, are you like a lady? Are you like a renegade or what?
Basically, I'm like Stephen King in the 1850s. I'm like a novel. I'm like a writer. I'm ahead of my time. I go to Hollyoak school, but the main thing is I need to know, like, how would I approach the horse? Like, this is my horse. Do I go around it and like check for damage so that I don't get charged when I return it to Enterprise? No. Oh no, you're mute. You muted yourself. Carson, you muted your mic. How do you ride a horse? How do you drag judge when you can't even, you muted it. I need to know how to mount the horse.
Okay, I'm back.
Then you
It's just so annoying. Okay, so I think that if it's the 1850s, you might have to ride side saddle, which is even harder, because you can't grip around the horse with your legs. You're literally just sitting sideways on the horse. So you should find that out.
Oh my God, I didn't think this was actually going to teach me something. But so side saddle is like sitting like.
Yeah,
this.
like you're sitting like on a wall and your legs are hanging over just on one side instead of being astride.
How do you mount the horse?
Oh, you should get a mounting block, which is like basically some steps that go right up to the horse. And you'll have a wrangler and a horse that's probably very, very quiet. And hopefully you don't have to do too much fast riding. But where do you live?
Me? LA.
Oh, I'm gonna if you message, I'm gonna message you a great riding instructor at the LA Equestrian Center at Bennett Farms, and they will put you on something just so you get used to the rhythm and everything. And you know who goes there all the time is Leslie Jordan, and that would be so fun if you rode together. And you basically. Yeah, and my 5 seconds worth of instruction is just oh
no. Well, I've mounted the horse. My horse is a starfish. It's disappointing. Oh gosh, of course this would happen.
I'm here somewhere. Of course, I can't seem to get back on. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. This is amazing.
Wait, I got another phone call.
That's the more interesting.
No, not at all. But I don't know why the camera won't come back. But you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can. And I know that problem when FaceTime is really like invasive, and it takes away the. Okay, but you know what? Like I can't believe you actually gave me actual good horse training tips. I can give you your quarantine nickname, like auditorily.
Yeah, just orally.
Yes, just orally. Okay. So your quarantine nickname is the emotion you're feeling right now, might be dark.
Right.
And the last thing you ate.
Oh, well, I'm frustrated because this video, I'm a technophobe, and I always have bad luck with technology.
Yes.
The disembodied voice of Carson Kressley. Yeah, I'm just like, I would be a character on like a 1970s sitcom about a ghost and a little girl. But anyway, I would be the frustrated banana because I was driving and I had a banana. And I've been very lonely. But I ate the banana.
I love you. This is nothing better could have happened, even though I love your face. But this is hilarious. So I'm gonna wash my hands of you. Also,
I think I'm coming back.
Well,
Wait.
it's too late, isn't it? I guess
No.
I'm just gonna have to go on Drag Race and take your place.